What's up, e-bikers? Time to check out a Pedego. First time with a brand like this in the on the shop, and this one comes to me courtesy of Pedego 203 down in Norwalk, Connecticut, who let me it for a couple of weeks, so I got to bring it back next week. But this is their new Avenue e-bike. It's what they call kind of a practical, lightweight, everyday type of e-bike, and I think that's a good way to describe it overall. This is a daily driver. It's basically, if you're looking for your first e-bike and you want something that is a solid ride on the road, maybe you're a road e-biker and you're coming off one of those, this is an excellent bike to get for that purpose. So I could see it really being a everyday type of vehicle for you. You can trick it out with renders and racks and stuff like that, but commute with it as well if you need to. But it's a really nice looking package. So Pedego Avenue is the brand and model name. Comes in black, green, and gray, I believe. 28 by 2 inch tires back here, street tires, which I'll show you a close up shortly. You have two battery types, and you have two kind of frame types too. So if you notice, this is a rigid fork. So it's more of a street rider, rail trail, paved rail trail type of e-bike. But you can also get one with a suspension fork up front. So that's a nice twist to have as well. And there's also two types of tires with this bike. If you notice, these are the mag wheels. I chose this one. I wanted to look at this one here. And it comes with regular spoked wheels as well. And two types of batteries, a 10.4 amp hour and a 14 amp hour. This is the 14, so it's more of a long range. The 10 amp hour will get you, let's see here, 21 to 42 miles, depending on what level you're in. And this 14 amp hour goes 28 to 56 miles. So 56 obviously being the low, the pedal assist 1 on a bike like this. So they seem realistic numbers. I'm not going to range test it, but those are the ranges they give you. And I think those are they sound pretty accurate to me in my opinion. So let me run you through the specs of this e-bike. 500 watt rear hub motor back here, 5 levels of assist. Again, 2 wheel styles. Spokes or the mags, 2 types of batteries, with or without front suspension, LCD display up on the cockpit here, adjustable handlebar stem, which is pretty nice. I did raise it for myself as well. Wish every e-bike came with one of these. Twist throttle on the right hand side over here. Rack and fenders are available. This features Bengo mechanical disc brakes with 180 millimeter rotors. Stops really well, brakes work really well. No issues there. 28 by 2 inch tires, ribbed rubber grips, really interesting grips up here. I'll show you those. Integrated left bell on the brake lever there, another one of my favorites. And comes in a low step or a high step. This is the high step. The low step is a little more like this, the bar comes down, so easier to step over. And the weight, so this is a lightweight e-bike. With the battery, it's a little over 50 pounds, probably about 52, I think. I think without the batteries, they weigh about 44, 45 pounds, according to the Pedego website. So, what's cool about, I think, the Pedego brand is it's a quality e-bike. It's a little higher price, so this comes in about $2,000 or $2,245 if you want the upgraded battery, the 14 amp hour. But it's a really solid ride on the road. We'll do some ride footage as well later on in this video. But it's just a really quality built e-bike. You get them at your local shops. Pedego has dozens of stores all across the country, maybe hundreds. I'm not sure how many they have. But yeah, they'll put it all together for you. They service it. And so, if you're looking to buy an e-bike and you're worried about, where you're going to get it serviced, things like that, go check out your local Pedego dealer. I mean, it's really the only, it's the biggest e-bike retail brand in the market as far as just stores. And you're seeing a lot more vendor or e-bike companies launch their own stores. Like Rad has a few stores, I think. Espin just launched a store out in Santa Monica, I believe, somewhere over there. And you're seeing a lot more e-bike companies have physical presences in some of the states they serve. So, but Pedego is all over the country, and if you're looking for that kind of white glove service, I would say check out Pedego. You're getting a quality e-bike. It's not going to cost you, it's not a specialized or one of those higher end e-bikes, Gazelle, where you see Mueller, where it's going to cost you 4, 5, 6 grand. They sell bikes between 2 and 3 grand, I think, is their main sweet spot. And so I think for what you get, it's a high quality e-bike in my opinion, and it should last you a long time as well. So let me get you some close-ups, and then we'll get it on the road and see how it feels. So stay tuned. All right, here's a quick walk around of the Pedego Avenue in black. Love the color. Get you a shot of the profile. Look at that, sleek, sexy. And here's a look at the tire treads. So street tire package here. Again, 28 by 2-inch tires. So we've got a Shimano cassette back here and a micro shift derailleur. Cable management is really good on this bike. Double-sided chainring, of course. There's the Avenue logo. No chain guard here or anything. Actually, the chain is actually inside of the fork here, so it's probably not going to get any chain slapping, I don't think. It's kind of offset there. Here's a look at the seat. Basic seat's kind of hard. Pretty wide. No lighting on this e-bike, so you can get it installed at the dealer, he said. But you'll notice no front light. There's just some reflectors on there. The cable management is pretty good up front. Goes into the e-bike right here, and that's the only part it goes in. That's going to the brake, of course. Nice wide handlebar system there. Here's your integrated bell. Let's take a look at the cockpit up here. So 5 levels of assist. No voltage readout. You just get the battery power level. Oh, there's 6 levels. I'm sorry. And including 0. So on the right hand side, you get your twist throttle right here. It's actually Pedego branded. And these grips are interesting. These are the they're like ribbed grips. So when you press on them, it goes down a bit. So very comfortable. Very soft to feel as well. So like those grips. Haven't seen those before on an e-bike. You got some pretty big Welgo pedals down here. And here's a look at the motor and casing, how it's set up. So basically all the spokes are integrated into the motor casing right here, which is a really nice look. I love this tire, guys. This is a really sexy looking tire for an e-bike like this. And I would love to see more of these bike models coming out there. It's just, to me, this is just better to have because it's just so easy to clean. And you don't have to worry about spokes getting loose, things like that. So that's why I would love a tire like this as especially for an everyday e-bike. If you're riding it every day, I would definitely go with these mag wheels. It's first, it looks cool, and it's just more practical as well in terms of keeping it clean. This is a Class 2 e-bike, 20 miles an hour top speed. Cannot be unlocked. Some of the Pedego e-bikes can be unlocked, I'm told. Well, this one is a Class 2 only, and that's as far as you're going. So 20 miles an hour top speed on the Pedego Avenue. Yeah, just a really sleek, lightweight, simple, efficient looking design. And I think it's really going to appeal to a lot of riders out there. Especially if you're looking for your first e-bike and you want to spend a little bit more, you can get a lot of good quality at $2 grand, which is what this bike is range in. And so for $22.45, if you want the long range version, I think it's a pretty good value in my opinion overall. It's just well made. good looking, and you can't beat the service and support you get from a dealer like Pedego. So definitely check them out. So here's the box you get with Pedego e-bike. Nicely done, and you got your keys right on top. You got your manual, which is pretty substantial. Here's the charger. Little placard there for your first use. And then here are the tools and pedals. So they give you some pedals, some tools as well. You got a wrench in there, got your Allen keys, and this is maybe a spoke adjuster, but nicely done Pedego. Love the box. All right, let's go put this Avenue to the test. Check out the PS levels, do a hill test, brake test, and get you my thoughts. Of course, there's a landscaper there. Let's move out of his way. You should guess it's October, so welcome to the fall in New England. All right. So this has 6 levels of assist, 70 if you count the 0. So my mistake, I think I said 5 earlier on the review at the park. All right, on PS1, just gonna hit the throttle, get going here. Let me put my speed app on as well. All right, hopefully you can see that. Let's get going here. So pedal assist 1 is pretty low. We are doing 7 miles an hour, 8. I believe it tops out at 8.2 on the display. PS2, we're going to go to, looks like about 11. Yep, 11 miles an hour. Pedal assist 3 is, looks like we're going to hit 13. Yep, hit 13 here. That says 14 here. 13. Oh, now it's 14. Okay, so 14 miles an hour PS3. PS4, picking up that pace a bit. You can hear the motor a little bit. It's a pretty quiet motor overall. We are doing 17 miles an hour. 17.2. That has 18. Pedal assist 5. We're doing 19 miles an hour. But there's your PS level speeds. Very agile bike too. I mean, those are kind of, the tires feel like they're kind of rounded. This front fork bends pretty much any way you want. Look how far it goes. So it's a very agile bike on the road here. Comfortable as well. I've got the adjustable stem up more. Got a nice, fairly upright position. Just leaned over slightly. 7 speeds over here on the micro shift. I haven't actually tried that yet. So there's 7th gear now. All right, let's do a hill test here. PS5. I'm in 3rd gear, I think, and check it out on my hill. Good kick off the line. Doing 11 miles an hour. This display is it's pretty solid, it's easy to read, even though it's small. I give it a decent rating. You know, these LCDs aren't my favorites because they're tiny lettering, and all you get is the battery bars. So there is a curve in there. It also shows you some battery level. Doing 15 miles an hour, so I picked up speed, and we're coming up on the steep part here in a second. So I skipped that 15 for a while there. Pretty nice. All right, here we go, the hard part. 12, 11, This should not go below 10 in my opinion. There's 10, 10.5 on the display, 10.1, 9.8, 9. We'll round it off to 10 as we crest the hill here. So good result there, about what I expected. Anyway, this version is $22.45 at your local Pedego store or online. I don't think you can get it online actually. I looked on the website and it said not available online. So not sure what the deal is there, but definitely go to your local Pedego store. And shout out to Mike over at Pedego 203 down in Norwalk, Connecticut for letting me borrow this one, put it together for me. And I'm actually going to drive down there next week and do an interview with him. And we'll check out the rest of the e-bikes that he has for sale at the store. So stay tuned for that.